Europe, historical land, cradle of important civilizations, crossover of main cultures. It is in Europe that Christianity emerged through the centuries. It is in Europe that Protestantism was born. Europe is a fertile ground for all kinds of ideological comparisons, where religion has its place, partly because of tradition and partly because of vocation. Europe is secular, yet, while people reject traditionalism and institutionalism, they yearn to hear about God and His Word. Against this background, the Adventist Church in the Euro-Africa division is called to face the challenge of evangelism. Follow us in this exciting journey of discovering various opportunities that our Adventist brethren find to share the message of the second coming of Jesus. For a Whole Existence is an evangelistic internet campaign held in Portugal. The challenge was, present Christ to those you love. The theme of this campaign was God's law, presented as a law of love that offers solutions to human problems and aspirations, both individually and collectively. Every Adventist family was encouraged to invite their non-believing relatives and friends to their homes. In fact, many families find it easier to invite their relatives and friends to their home first, before inviting them to their church. They hoped that at least 300 families will join the campaign and then start small groups with their guests. Yet, 902 families were ready to do so. Most of them received the programs via internet, and during the 8 days program came a total of 1,291 visitors. Many of them found it very easy to continue with the small groups created by this campaign. In this way, the members started to fulfill their dream, a small church in each home. A group of 6 Adventists lives and works in Vlastejovice, a small village with 488 residents. An old coach was parked behind the railway station of Vlastejovice. In winter 2006, the Adventists started to meet there, and in 2007, the coach was bought by the church. The children from the village came to see this old coach, and the group members started to offer activities for them. And after approximately 3 years, the parents and relatives of these children started to join the group in the coach to study the Bible with the pastor and lay members from the Vlastejovice group. Everything started with prayers, says one of the members. We prayed and God worked. I have no special abilities. I do not know how to give Bible lessons. All we do is pray. It is God who finds the people, permissions, money. He sent us children, those who study the Bible. All we did was pray. Everything here works on this basis, concludes our sister. Today, Vlastejovice has a company in this village as many others came and had a desire to join the church. Kids in Discipleship is a rather recent evangelistic project in the Euro-Africa division, coordinated and developed by the Children's Ministry Department. Kids in Discipleship is oriented to support and help parents to teach and share with their children how to have a personal relationship with Jesus and become disciples. In the Euro-Africa division, the project started in 2009, and the feedback given by participants, parents, and church members may be resumed in what a father declared. Kid changed my life and allowed me to understand that I have to reorder the priorities in my life, as well as the spiritual life in my family. 9 out of the 13 Euro-Africa division unions have started the project already. Over 300 participants, representing 76 churches, attended one of the 12 Kid University training courses organized in Euro-Africa Division and are already running the project in their local churches. We are convinced, says Elsa Kodzi, the Euro-Africa Division project manager, that as this evangelistic project is focused on training our children to be disciples and to make disciples, the results in the near future will greatly surprise us. The Romanian Adventist Media Center is a powerful mass media instrument for evangelism in Romania, broadcasting 24/7. Every Romanian-speaking person has easy access to the programs and can enjoy them. Many people watching Hope Channel and listening to the Voice of Hope radio come to the Adventist Church confessing that their life has been changed. The manager of a hospital from Bucharest had discovered the Voice of Hope radio. She was so impressed by the programs that she began to study the Bible. Then she brought Hope Channel into the hospital rooms so that all patients can watch it now. The great effort of the media ministry to support evangelism allows a fruitful process of church planting in Romania. At the moment, there are many church planting projects involving a lot of enthusiastic members. For a church that has to face constant emigration, this discipleship process is having a good impact on the church's evangelism development. Faith.Simple is an evangelistic project for German-speaking countries in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. It consisted of 20 shows broadcasted live on Hope Channel Germany via satellite and the internet over a period of 2 months. This TV series is followed up by a 2-year integrated approach based on local initiatives from churches and home Bible study groups, TV and internet programs, Bible correspondence courses, and distribution of printed books. The target of this evangelistic postmodern project was mainly 2 generation segments, the over 20 and the over 40, living in secular and postmodern societies with different interests and dispositions. The goal was to offer them a personal, authentic, and culturally relevant approach to faith. An analysis of the results will be done in autumn 2012, 1 year after the project. Therefore, the current results are based on the general written feedback during the event and personal feedback the speakers and the project coordinator received. Thousands of lives have been touched and impacted in many ways. 92,000 participants on local churches or family groups. 1,500 participants every evening on live stream. 172,000 live stream views in 1 month. 20 baptisms until the end of July, and many others are on the way to be baptized before the end of the year. Since the Faith.Simple series, many guests visit regularly the church service, and hundreds of guests attend home Bible study groups. Thousands of participants experience a new spiritual life, personal faith development from guests and church members alike. For many, the Faith.Simple series introduced to them a modern and authentic way to share their personal faith. Many church members reported that the series initiated a healing process within themselves and in their church, bringing church members together and uniting them. Strong identification with the Seventh-day Adventist Church from guests and church members alike. Many church members reported that this project made them proud of being Seventh-day Adventists and of belonging to this church. Seeing people attending the church service, says Klaus Poppa, one of the speakers and producers of the project, studying the biblical stories and sharing their lives in home Bible circles. People who got to know the Adventist Church just a few months ago by watching the Faith.Simple series and later Hope Channel makes us realize that it was really worth all the efforts. The Health Expo was designed to be an instrument promoting the principles of a healthy lifestyle and providing an opportunity for church members to meet people in need. The method is proving to be very effective in the art of making friends with people of all ages, classes, or cultures. In the countries of the Euro-Africa division, over 160,000 have attended health expos and have received advice, and many of them were interested in being contacted for further programs. The engagement of young people as volunteers has motivated many church members to engage likewise in ministering for their fellow men. Visitors express their thankfulness and gratitude, and prejudices are broken down. A health expo revolves around a number of exhibits focusing on God's natural remedies. Visitors go through a series of simple medical tests which show how their lifestyle impacts their health. The first health expo in Europe was conducted in 1999. Today, this ministry has spread to every country in the Euro-Africa division, where over 160,000 persons have received help in over 900 health expos. Centuries have passed, but Jesus still invites us to follow his example in meeting the needs of those around us. One of the major evangelistic concepts of our church is the Sabbath School Action Unit. It has a precise aim to mobilize members for service, fellowship, and mission. The goal of the Sabbath School Action Unit is to give to the members a vision of being disciples and apostles of Jesus. The purpose is to rekindle and refocus the vocation of every member, their role in the church and in society as missionaries for God. In Italy, particularly in the north, 15 churches have adopted the project gradually. In 3 years, the number of members rose from an average of 90 to over 200 members. Among these, the churches of Bergamo, Cremona, and Alessandria had the most salient feature. In Alessandria, the Adventist Church has seen increases over the last 3 years in attendance, in baptisms, but especially in the number of brothers and sisters actively engaged in service and mission to such an extent that they had to change the place of worship twice. The Sabbath School Action Unit is the most effective evangelistic program in creating disciples. In Europe, most of the evangelistic campaigns are driven by young people. Despite the findings that see them gently slipping out through the back door, youth continue to be in the trenches for the evangelistic events. Every union's youth department includes in their early planning a series of events that allows youth to shape and practice their evangelistic skills. The Youth Action JAWE is one of the evangelistic projects driven by the youth in German-speaking Switzerland. This project was initiated by 3 youth from Bern to express their enthusiasm for Jesus, their faithfulness to God's Word, and their desire to tell others about Christ's love. Young people are involved to help the local community in their mission activities. The project JAWE is aimed to engage, educate, and send out. The project was launched in the autumn 2008 with 60 participants. Now, more than 150 youth are involved in evangelistic campaigns. In Spain, the program Conéctate, Be Connected, is focused on direct evangelism impact. Youth meet the people in the streets, inviting them to reflect on God's messages based on the Bible. Thousands of people are blessed by the presence of these youth in the streets, and a large part of them is willing to study the Bible. Other countries are involved in youth evangelism. These evangelistic projects and many others galvanize our youth to share a message that they feel part of too. This is an enormous act of sowing, and the hope of our youth is to be able to see one day a well-earned harvest, happy to have done their part. This is only a small glimpse of what is happening in the Euro-Africa division. The church counts about 178,200 members, gathering in 2,534 churches and 587 companies. There is a lot of work to do. God is our partner, and we trust that we will fulfill the mission to His glory in this last period of this world's history.